So is Halo Infinite making a comeback finally? Well, to the super fans like me, yeah, I mean, I got back into the game and I love it. I think a lot of the things that were missing at launch have been rectified. Not so much according to Steam charts, though, where the average player count has actually increased slightly over the last month or so, and there have been significant gains since a pretty heavy drop off right after the new content came out. That's kind of how this works. A new patch comes out, new content, everybody jumps in, and then very quickly everybody leaves and they gain some fans back. So you got to kind of look at where was the numbers right before the last major content update to see where they are. And it has been a slow siphon of fans away from the game, unfortunately, on Steam charts. And on the Xbox most game played list, Starfield actually is not number one right now. We're up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 most played game, falling behind Call of the Wild, The Angler, Madden NFL 23, and narrowly beating out Ark Survival Evolved. So not a lot of love on that front either, but it's still a good game. I'm happy they have taken some time to fix a lot of the issues that they had, and they have brought back fan favorite modes and continue to lean on the community to create new maps and fun new experiences, and that largely seems to be working for now. So I'll consider it a win-ish. If you're watching this video, you're either one of my buddies or you are already invested in Halo. There's not a whole lot I could say that would convince you otherwise. But what I will say is that Husky Raid, the gameplay you're looking at right now, is tons of fun. It's not Castle Wars, which is still my absolute favorite, which is basically Husky Raid with a much bigger map and more players. But this particular variant of Husky Raid is a 4-on-4, very tight corridor-based map. They call it the Corridor of Chaos with Super Fiesta rules. So you're going to actually, I'm sorry, just Fiesta rules, because you're not going to get actually named weapons. You're just going to get powerful weapons. You're not going to get the like legendary type of weapons that you got in the campaign. It's just going to be a standard rocket launcher, not the one that shoots flame heat-seeking rockets that blow up into spark grenades or some craziness, right? But still a lot of fun and very, very fast and frantic gameplay. Great way to try out all the weapons again. Great way to just engage immediately. No worrying about hiding behind corners or trying to really, have any semblance of strategy. It's just you running wildly with the biggest, baddest gun you could find, shooting at everything that is facing you. And that is a lot of fun. You do get some ebbs and flows, unfortunately, because of the weapon draw. And I say unfortunately because it's not balanced. There doesn't seem to be a catch-up rule, so teams that are getting absolutely plastered don't necessarily seem to get better drops, and teams that are dominating don't get to see worse drops. It is totally random, but I'll tell you, a lot of times I am running around scavenging for something that isn't a freaking plasma pistol or a sidekick, because I'm starting off with really, really weak weaponry against heavy-duty infantry, and it does really slow the game down when you get 4 or 5 bad drops in a row. I don't know why Halo insists on a pure random model, which, again, I am insisting is not a pure random model. There is some sort of nonsense going on, just like when you hit shuffle on your iPod and the same song plays 2 or 3 songs apart. You know what I'm talking about. And it's just the same kind of thing here where that's what slows it down ever so slightly. But the fact that you're basically getting a pool of any of the possible items in the game, you're getting a pool of all of the weapons to choose, it does kind of balance itself out, because most likely someone on your team has a weapon that's worth a damn, and you can just kind of rally behind them. Now, what typically happens in the capture the flag mode is one team will push incredibly hard and then get countered even harder. And it's during that counter is usually when the team that was just getting crushed actually gets a cheeky flag capture. So you do see that quite a bit in this mode where, you think you have a lot of forward momentum and then you just get absolutely slammed back in place. And it's, since it's a first to 3 flag cap, it's okay. I mean, I guess if you were playing with friends, you could devise some strategy where you tried to lay back and be the one that countered. But for the most part, you're going to be playing organically with people who either don't have microphones or are instantly muted because their microphone sounds atrocious, and you're just going to run and gun. It's a phenomenal way to level up all of the various challenges you have, a great way to work through the containment battle pass that's currently going on, and just a fun way to kind of relieve stress. And I really, really like this mode, and I hope that it makes, I know they do a lot of rotations because, the game ebbs and flows and they're trying to keep the player counts high, and I get all that. I'm hopeful that this one stays around a little longer than normal because it is so much fun. I would love to see this translate into the culmination of this, which is Castle Wars, the best mode, but remains to be seen. But that wraps up today's video on all things Halo. Go play this game. It's a ton of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.